everybody. Welcome to a spring 2014 S.W.A.T review. My name is Kate, otherwise known as Narataki.
And I'm Alan, otherwise known as Hisui.
We are from ReverseThieves.com. You can go there to get other S.W.A.T reviews, our monthly Speakeasy podcast, as well as 3+ blog posts every week. This time we're looking at Brynhildr in the Darkness from Studio Arms and is streaming on Crunchyroll.
And in this one, we see that a boy had a childhood friend who died tragically and somewhat stupidly while they were basically crossing a dam. And then when a gust of wind comes and knocks him from the ledge of the dam, he reaches out and, because, basically she tries to grab him and he reaches out and they both go over the edge. He survives, but she dies. And now he spends his time trying to find aliens because she believed in aliens. It was going to show him an alien when she died. And now he's going to find aliens, prove her right.
There's an astronomy aspect to it, but I'm not sure that that is important at all, except that aliens probably do factor in heavily to the story. So now he's in high school, and a transfer student comes, and it looks very much like this girl that he knew when he was very young. And it looks like, I guess what he would imagine her to look like grown up. But it's totally not her, guys. I mean, there is no way. That would just be crazy. And so he kind of flips out when he sees her, I guess somewhat understandably, because it's like a ghost, and makes a big fool of himself. And then they kind of apologize to each other and sort of get on the right footing, but she's clearly just very strange because bad things start happening at the school when she gets there, and apparently she's able to predict it and possibly prevent these things.
And she seems to be some part of some organization that knows about her power and is trying.
Where all the girls have dead eyes. Their eyes really, I hate that design that they have in the show. It just looks like they're soulless.
Her and her soulless brigade is trying to use her power of, knowing when people die to prevent their deaths. Because there's this girl whose leg gets sucked into a vent in the pool, and it looks like she's going to drown, but a mysterious force cracks the pump and saves her.
And then she ends up sort of subsequently saving the guy later, and that's when they make up, and he explains to her about his childhood friend, and she's like, well, I'm not that person. And there's weird things about armpits in this show. Also, this girl who seems to have been trained in some way by this secret organization because she has this weird, mechanical device on her neck. Apparently they didn't teach her anything except how to be a creepy, weird
stalker guardian.
Yeah, I don't know, because she doesn't know how to multiply numbers. I'm not even sure that she can read.
I mean, the worst part of it was her not being able to do 2 times 2. Her basically getting a blue screen of death mentally with 2 times 2. And I think at that point I was like, is this really happening?
I don't know. The show is almost... I feel like we haven't done its stupidity justice in talking about it at all, because it almost goes so far as to be back around to entertaining because it is just so dumb. The way it's presented, the way characters talk to each other is so, idiotic.
His childhood friend had these 3 little moles on her armpit. And so he's like, oh, if this girl is the grown-up version of my friend, she should have 3 little moles on her armpit. So he basically gets up in the middle of her I'm introducing myself to the class thing and demands that she lift up her arms so he can see her armpits. This the conversation that goes back and forth? It's like, what is going on here? Why would anyone write dialogue like this?
Yeah, it's just the way everybody talks to each other is terrible. The logic of characters seems very strange to me. At one point, the girl tells him, just stay here in the planetarium. Do not leave because basically you will die. And so he's like, I'm gonna walk home. and because I'm gonna prove that she was right. And I was like, wait, so by dying? Like, I don't understand. What is your plan here?
For some reason, well, I mean, to give this show a modicum of credit. At first, she tells him not to get on the bus. Because if he gets on the bus...
No, she tells him to get on the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Don't miss the bus.
Then she's like, oh no, too much time has passed. Now you can't get on the bus.
Don't forget, that's after she pulls out her CB radio from her school bag.
Breaker. This is Brynhildr. He was like, oh man, if I get on the bus, then everybody on the bus will die in the landslide, so I have to get... it was just weird. And yeah, it's just... I would never watch another episode of this, but I almost enjoyed it just to see how, like, friggingly awkward this show is.
That's what I mean. It's almost so dumb that it was entertaining. I don't know.
But yeah, you don't actually want to watch more of it, but I didn't have the worst time in the world just by how weird it was.
Yeah, not a good showing. Not worth... See, the thing is that it's kind of worth watching because it's just... I feel like we can't do it how bad it was justice by talking about it.
The only thing that I will mention is, it's Brynhildr, so I assume there's also some kind of Valkyrie thing going on. I mean, she can sense when people are gonna die. That's a very Valkyrie-like power. So...
Oh, also, this show had a terrible opening.
Oh, yeah!
What? No, but I guess that set it up properly.
The thing about her, when she has, like, superpowers and saves him from the landslide, she's like, I saved you because I'm a witch! And he's like, witches aren't scientific, but I have no explanation, so I guess you are a witch.
That's what I'm saying! Just the way people talk makes no sense. Also, her dress is so tight that you see her belly button, which is just stupid and annoying.
And on top of that, I thought you just hated the design of her dress, even beyond that.
When they said that it was a school uniform, I was like, really? What school is that?
Sexy school.
Like, please. But yeah. No, Brynhildr in the darkness. No.
All right, see you guys next time.